My name is Joshua Caron, and I am a retired Master Sergeant from the U.S. Air Force. Most of my injuries are between my ears, sadly. I have some physical injuries, but they're just from overuse. I have arthritis in my knees and degenerative joint disease in my shoulders. I ruptured tendons and things like that. I had to get surgically repaired. But the majority of my disability compensation comes from PTS. I think I was embarrassed for a long time. I didn't seek help for many years, and I only sought help at the insistence of my wife. I was a critical care medic and an air evac medic, and in my mind I was supposed to be taking care of these guys. These were the wounded warriors. I wasn't wounded in my mind, and I felt like I didn't want any pity from anybody or anything like that. So I felt my job was to take care of them and not to worry about myself. It's been ongoing. There's never, and I think a lot of it was just myself accepting that this is just a part of me now, and what am I going to let it do to me? Am I going to be in control of it, or is it going to be in control of me? And it took me several years to figure that out. My first deployment was in 2007. I worked in an intensive care unit in Balad, Iraq, and we saw mass casualty patients every day. Taking care of the adult patients, the military guys, was very fulfilling. It gave me a great sense of pride to be there and to be able to care for them. But honestly, it was caring for the kids, the Iraqi children, that probably affected me the most. And I didn't realize it at the time. You're so engrossed in what you're doing. And I didn't realize it probably until my wife insisted that I go talk to somebody about it. And that was about 2 years after that deployment. I came home, I drank excessively. It affected every day, my daily tasks every day. Things didn't bother me at all. I was callous to everything. I had no emotion. I couldn't feel anything for anybody, including my wife, which is extremely sad. I was in my own place. But thankfully, she kind of pushed me in the right direction to get help. I wasn't ready for it at the time. So I kind of told them whatever they wanted to hear so I could get back and be operational again. Because when you're going through that treatment, you're kind of on the sidelines. I wasn't allowed to go out on missions or anything like that. I was doing medicine and doing treatment. So in my mind, let's get this over with as fast as possible so I can get back to the fight. And that's what I did. And as soon as I was done, I deployed again. And then I came home from that, and same thing, I started going through the same symptoms again. And the second time, I think I finally surrendered. And I said, okay, let's do this for real. Let's really get help this time, because it's not worth putting my family through this over and over again. I realized at that point that I wasn't able to take care of it on my own anymore. Or I never was, actually. So I went through treatment. I was fully invested at that point. I knew I wanted to be better. And then, it still wasn't perfect. It's an ongoing process. I went from taking, I don't know how many different types of medications, a handful every day, to now I don't take any medications. I just do the things that I know work for me, and that's being outside in nature and doing things that outdoor recreation I feel is just inherently therapeutic. So I ride my bike, I ski, I work out. I heard about it through another vet, actually. Another one of the participants that's here, Michelle Fisher, she told me about the program. So I was very excited to get involved. I worked for a nonprofit for 2 years in Utah, working with kids and adults with disabilities and veterans with disabilities. And I knew that outdoor recreation was working for me, and I wanted to help other vets find that. So through that job, I met her. She told me about this program. The trails definitely exceeded my expectations today. The trails were world class. Technical and the right amount of difficulty, exciting, fun. Good group of people. You can feed off each other's energy. Fist bumping the president after a ride is, how many people can say that?